I got the juice like a snow cone. Ice in my veins and a cold flow. I'm getting cash overseas by the boatload. You wanna ride my wave? That's a no-go. Senoritas going loco. Make it bounce like a pogo. All my haters see rojo. They big mad cause they coming up short like Frodo. Activate the beast mode. I keep it hot, give your brain a heat stroke. You ain't a big shot, you some basic B-roll. The world is mine like my name's Pacino. Hey, it's Nico, I guess I'm back. Catch me in the fast lane on the right track. And my shorty is a 10 like a dime bag. Got me feeling like a milli, check the price tag. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, ain't no time for piss stop. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, cause my style. No time for daydreams. All my brothers get money, we call it gangrene. Just another day, but I focus still on the same thing. Us against everyone else, I recommend you change teams. Who the hottest in the city? We the top two. You said your music was litty, but that is not true. Just being honest, you should really just stop, fool. Matter of fact, empty no pockets, give me that watch too. My mind is wicked, that's why I spit it so hostile. Freaky girls in the crib, it's like I live in a brothel. All I spit is Leviticus, but I'm not an apostle. My nuts hang low, long and they colossal. Black trader black, she messiah to the misfits. Run circles, run these rappers till my shit splits. You a little late to the party, baby, I been lit. If you ain't on the friend list, you better mind your business. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, ain't no time for piss stop. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, cause my style. Okay. Can you hear me at all? Let me know you can hear me. We're live. Looks like this wasn't turned on. Forgive me. Right, the microphone is on. Can you hear me at all?
I can now. It was silent. That's all. Your microphone was off.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. That's why I said there was no asking.
Oi. Okay. Alright. So beautiful. What a day. What a market. You have no bloody business not knowing how to trade and not knowing how to handle what's called volatility if you're in these markets this week, because we are going to have one of the most, should I say the most volatile weeks, okay, ever this whole month, alright? And it's going to require some serious, what's the name now? It's going to require
Patient and skill.
serious patience, not just skill as well, but you're just going
Patience.
to literally need to be a good risk manager. Like, if you're out here just YOLOing your account, yeah, we're gonna see you next week buying a new account, period. That's what this week is about, right? Ideally, the main day that one would like to get some big setups going on will be Wednesday. That's because we would have had the FOMC report come through, or the FOMC release, okay, as we know. But as of this week, in a way, the market diary or the economic calendar diary is just filled with a hell of a bunch of things, all right? Not only do we have the Dallas Fed manufacturing coming out, which is in 31 minutes from now,
You've also got some serious information from the ECB coming out on the red folder. On Wednesday, you've got CPI Australia. Also, you've also got Canadian Bank is also reporting, and then on that main Wednesday, we should also be seeing the US literally come out with the FOMC. So it's quite a big week, really. With that said, talk of the town, the elephant in the room. You know, the markets are literally just gyrating up and down, like literally just because, you know, Trump has gone and signed himself a nice little deal somewhere else. In China, of course, our best friend, China. Trump has literally gone over and sorted out a deal, or they are in the process of, you know, like just facilitating and confirming, you know, the completion of this deal. Now, literally, that has markets gyrated up to the top. Markets are like, let me at them. Okay, so we saw a very beautiful week last week. You know, we ended the week really nice, and then we got into some positions which we all came out very beautifully. Now, to top things up, obviously price had moved up from CPI, and then from CPI, usually what you tend to get on the Monday is you will get price. Let me just go into a 1 hour chart so you can see what I'm doing. Right after the Monday, where you tend to, after the Friday when CPI came through, what you then tend to get, you know, is a nice, good, healthy retracement. So this was, I'm doing the wrong days. Right, so this was our Friday, if I'm correct there, and price pushed all the way up. Okay, a good about 300 points or so. Now the crazy thing is, all right, what price should have done on a Monday is come back down. But you see, this is where you can't just expect markets to do what you want. All right, now this current position here is not just active just yet. All right, but I've marked out all my levels where we'll be looking to take partials when price actually gives us the entry. Okay, but without that, with that being said, ideally, this is the crazy thing, right? You would literally plan the market, you will set up everything based on the fundamentals and the information you have at hand, and also what's been going on in the market prior to the open that you're coming in. Okay, only for Mr. Trump, aka Twitter president, right, to literally tweet something else, Mr. X, I call him now, alright, just tweet something else and then literally change the trajectory of the whole outlook for the day. This is why I say, if you are not ready and you are not serious and you do not know how to risk manage, you have no business trading, because literally you will literally get kicked out of a good trade. And not saying that it's a bad trade, it will be a good trade, but it's just that the technicals will just take you out and the algos will take you out of the whole trade. I hope you all can understand that, right? So with that said, okay, this is what's going on. After Trump went along and literally signed this deal with China, what we're getting to see now is a very interesting play, because now that China is aware and agreed, okay, rare earth materials literally now becomes a sweet deal, okay, which is what America really wants to make the chips they're making, obviously to boost this AI race, as they call it, okay, at this very point in time. Now with that deal being agreed, what we're seeing, and you can see that on your side as well, you literally see there, where is it? Oh, that's okay, that's last week's. Right, what you will see basically is, because we're getting all of that, you know, good news coming in, markets are like, yeah, let's push and push. Now we opened up with a gap, and you know what these imbalances mean. Markets do not like imbalances, all right? So all this area here must be filled. It's just a matter of time. Okay, so we are coming into this market, all right, with the markets opening in the next 24 minutes, roughly. And all we want to do is we want to see how markets are going to play out. And once they do open and they do play out, we will literally be getting ourselves involved. And when they do, what I want to see, okay, is a mean reversion setup. All right, you'd be asking, what the heck is he talking about? All right, what's a mean reversion? All right, so great, you coming into a market, all right, say for example you're living in New York, okay, and you're waking up, right, it's roughly 8 a.m. or so, if I'm correct, in New York at this point. You're waking up and markets are just about to give you a nice play, and you're reading the market. Let me just do a quick analysis for you all, so you see. Let me use some of these indicators so it makes it easier for some of the newbies who'll be watching this later on YouTube. But the good thing is this, okay, look at the Asian session. Markets opened, gap up, all right, we consolidated here for a little bit and then push and push, okay, and push through. Sweet, right? And markets have been pushing through since the open. Now look at this, since the open, let's just call it roughly 25,707. Look how far markets have come, a good 174 points. Yeah, so ideally, if you are looking at trades, right, you know, obviously you're coming into this market and markets have already climbed 174 points. There's definitely going to be some point of a retracement. All right, this is what the mean reversion would be on, okay, because I'm not looking to continue buying from here. I think it's just stupid, number one. And number two, obviously for me to obviously even get into this market, right, I want a better risk to reward. So with that being said, just open up the charts and let's investigate where would be a good place. All right, and as you can see, let me use a 4 hour to start off first of all, and it's a little bit of a silly question to even ask whether we're bullish or not. We're clearly bullish, we're above the previous daily highs. All right, 4 hours just printing break a structure, and the lot. Okay, so ideally what I want to see is, all right, price come and retest some of the fair value gaps that it's been leaving since we opened. Now if you're looking at the charts, all right, let's just use the gapped up price first of all. Do you see a fair value gap on the 4 hour? Right, what is one right here? Okay, that price would need to come and tap into. All right, we've not tapped that. All right, there's a very minute one here, but I'm not really too bothered about that. If you drop into the 1 hour, you're also going to see, right, as price is pushing up again, it's left fair value gaps. Especially this is what I'm interested in. Okay, you see this one on the 747, between the 747 all the way down to 732. So do take some notes. All right, again, this is a setup I'm looking for. We have not entered yet. All right, but once we do enter, the green lines would be where we take profits, and I will zoom out so you all can see it and write it down for yourself. Okay, why am I looking at that? All right, when I talk about the mean reversion, right, I want to see price come down, so it's a little bit of a better risk to reward to even jump into these trades. Okay, now what am I looking for? When price comes, or once I get a 15-minute or 1 hour change of character, which we haven't had one just yet. Okay, once I get one of those, all right, I will literally be looking for a retest and jumping into the trade. Yeah, everybody get that? Everybody understand? Your mics are muted, by the way.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay,
Yeah, I understand.
stuff. Beautiful stuff. Right, and for those who don't know, the in-house indicator is smashing it on gold. I just haven't printed out anything right now, but if you don't know, get to know. All right, the hedge fund prop team. Okay, we're literally is smashing it on gold. T, have you got in on any of the gold trades?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm on a minute
shorts,
now.
yeah,
On the sharp.
good. Right, it's printed over 366 pips. Yeah. Okay, if you don't know, you don't know. This is it. All right, let me go down onto the 15-minute chart. Okay, and if you're watching this on YouTube later, or you're watching this in a group, guys, it's not a joke. All right, gave you the sell right there since morning. Okay, since morning, think about it, 4,077 all the way down to 4,002. This is over 700 pips since 6 a.m. They don't do it like us anymore, guys. They don't do it like this anymore. Anyway, we'll leave that. All right, now with that being said, anyway, focus on an NQ, obviously gold's dropping, NQ's pushing high, but then there is going to be some sort of a retracement coming in. All right, the main idea that we may see today, all right, the main idea that we may see today is price retrace into some healthy levels, right? Ideally the Asia low, okay, and by then you should be done anyway. Now we have got CPI and other news coming in this week, and the play and the plan of my mindset is this very simple idea. All right, I am ready to short NQ. Listen to me very clearly. I am ready to short NQ all the way down. You might not understand why just yet, all right, but I am ready to short all the way down to below this what's it called, liquidity on the 4 hour. All right, that's the 24,811. yeah, I am ready to short all the way down. All right, I'm just looking for the right entries as well as also the right criteria. All right, so with this trade that we're going to get, personally, unless it stops me out a break even today, I will be holding the shorts. Okay, bear this in mind, right? There's a very good reason why I am looking for that, right? The greed and the fear, what's it called, measuring meters are literally in a place where I can see the S&P 500 is getting ready to dump. All right, you guys on this platform, you know I've talked about this a hell of a lot of times, and we've discussed this a few times, correct? I believe everybody knows that already. All right, I've mentioned this a few times. I am getting ready to get into that. So yeah, I've mentioned to the guys in the stock group on the stock platform, right, to shut down all our stock entries. Everything has surpassed our profit levels, right? We're closing all our trades. I am ready to see a nice healthy retracement. Now this ain't the 20% drop, all right? It's just going to be something of the likes of let's call it a nice healthy retracement, all right, and then basically come back up and then push up again. All right, push up again so that we can see the ES get to 7,000. Once we hit 7,000, I really don't want to be in the market. I want to sell the heck out of it. Okay, great stuff. Let me just make it a little bit more interactive. Any questions first of all so far? Any questions?
Not for me, no.
Not for me. Yeah. Okay, cool. Beautiful stuff. All right, so ideally, let me just move this out of the way, right? Ideally, once we get an entry into this trade, my play is going to be very simple. You see, it's not that hard, right? My play is going to be very simple. This move that's happening here, right? I'm looking at this little consolidation area. Can you all see that? Yeah, looking at this consolidation area, right? As long as this movement on the 15 minutes is just manipulation and we do not close above it, all right, and we close back inside off the open, okay, we may see what we're looking for, which is the 15-minute change of character. We get that 15-minute change of character, we can literally look to address some profit taking. Okay, do me a favor, right? Once you're in 30 points of profit, guys, yeah, shift SL to break even, right? It's Monday, put some money in your pockets. Okay, don't YOLO your account and just go crazy just because we've got a gap that's not closed yet and you're like, yeah, let me just go as hard as possible. No, right? Shift your your entries so that you can actually bank some profits or lock in some profits, and after that just let the rest of the trade ride. Okay, moving on from that, so I'm literally going to see how price will play out just around here, and we'll adjust our entry as well as our SL because we're not in the trade. I've just drawn it ready for reactions. Okay, so let's just open this up clearly. Can you all see this fair value gap that broke the London high? Can you all see this on a 15-minute? Yeah, now with that fair value gap right there, obviously price has come ready to retest it, and we've had this push higher, right? Off the open, okay, off the open, we might come back inside, and coming back inside, right, and rejecting below, okay, will literally invalidate things. Right? Why? Because we see this, if we see something like this, boom, bam, all right, and close below that, retest. Okay, our entry may be from the 816, all right, and we literally get in from there to the downside. Targeting first of all VWAP, London lows, okay, Asian lows, and holding our runners for a very long time. Okay, that is the play I am looking at. Now on YM, let me just take the indicator off. Those who are in the trade with me since morning, okay, you would literally know that the YM trade is doing nice. All right, we got in from that level of the 677. Price has already come down a good over 130 points. Right, if you didn't take partials, you were just dreaming and playing around. And now price has just come back to the retest again. Now you see with this trade, okay, like I mentioned, you're only going to need 2 swing trades to hit that target, right, that we talked about, $100 to 1,000. Hold this damn trade, right? Hold this damn trade, okay? That's my play, right? I'm holding this swing right here, okay? With that said, we still got 15 minutes. I repeat, 15 minutes, okay? That realistically markets are looking to open, and gold is dumped. Wow. What time did you get into the trade, T, if you don't mind me asking, on gold? T, I think your mic is muted. T?
Oh yeah, hi, yeah. I got in around
screen, guys.
after 8.
After 8,
After 8 this morning.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's good, sweet. So that means you've been sitting in it for a minute now. Very nice, very nice. I like that. Hey, have you made your monthly subscription and more already?
Not quite. I'm on a real small. What is it?
Is the account
Lot size.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's small, but it's steady. It's getting there.
Okay, let's talk in percentages. What's the percentage you've put on the account so far?
On my IC market.
Whichever account you're using to play for.
Yeah. Percentages. Look, I'll just. This is the one where I started with £100. Right. So I have made. How much have I made? 15%.
You've made 15% in one day.
No, that's not right.
Damn, girl, you're moving fast.
No, I've not made that much.
Problem. It's all right.
Yeah.
I'll come back to that question again. Yeah, I'll come back to that question. But have you used it on your what's the other account now? Your Top Step account for passing your props?
Oh yeah, well I'm doing Nasdaq on the Top Step.
Okay, no, but what I'm saying is that have you made 1%, 2%, 3% on your account so far with it?
Oh, of course, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, how many? That's what I'm trying to get to. You're not giving me the answer.
Sorry.
Damn, Haven, help me interview her right now, please.
Just give us the figures.
Do you know what I mean? She's just teasing us with the answers. What's the
listen, this
5%?
This morning I've made morning I've made 1%.
Okay. Have you only just started using it this morning, yeah? On your Top Step account?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Yes.
So you've done 1%. First day, you jumped in with the account, you've done 1%, and you're doing that on NQ.
Yes.
Well done. That's all I'm trying to get to, yeah? So imagine you're hitting 1% every single day. Every single day you hit 1%. That's 5% a week. You'd be doing more than Warren Buffett, period, okay? That's all it is. That's literally all I'm trying to get to. Right, okay. Let's get excited. Damn. If you're in gold, okay, you know what it is. All right, if you're in gold, even after 15 minutes this morning, we've hit TP5, approaching TP6. All right, approaching TP6. I'm gonna leave that one there. Okay, gold is just falling out of bed and just cacked itself. Mamma mia. All right, so off the open, listen to me, guys, okay, because the trade that I'm looking for on the mean reversion is playing out. Right, when I say it's playing out, like the setup is looking ready to cook. Okay. this 15-minute candle that is playing out, I really want to see how it literally closes. All right, I want to see precisely how it closes. Okay, reason why is, as it does, what's gonna happen? Where would my 15-minute fair value gap, not sorry, change of character be? Where would you say? All right, let me just make it simple. Right there. Okay, price breaking below that. Yeah. All right, so a closure below that. Okay, I'm looking to literally get in from there. All right, off the 41 levels, but I need to see price close on that 15-minute. All right, because obviously that place is a consolidated area. Okay, and I will literally love to get that beautiful trade in. All right, team. YM must be falling too. Okay. What a beautiful. Oh gosh, we're drawing all over the page. Come on. I hope you guys had a good weekend also. Actually, they didn't even ask and check in. Went straight to the monies. All right, so market should be open in the next, let's call it 9 minutes precisely. All right, 9 minutes precisely. Okay, just give you some visual representation of where certain things are. So VWAP is sitting at 808. All right, that's a very cheeky 30 pips. Sorry, 30 pips, 30 points off the open, really, depending on how price is going to. All right, so we're looking at something like this, really. If we close below this line here, all right, of the 842, I'm looking for price to just come retest that area, okay, and hide in our stop loss just above the 75 level. All right, we'll target VWAP will be where we take some partials, okay. Target London lows, which I've already marked out, okay, which will be 771. Asia lows, all right, which would be 707, all right, and then from there, okay, the next move would be to break through this gap. All right, that's what I am speculating, but just because I'm speculating don't mean I'm entering blindly, guys, as you already know. Okay, we trade with sense. Now my mantra is very simple: risk manager first, trade a second. Okay, if you can understand that, you will do well. If you can't understand that, you will blow accounts every day. I promise you that for free. That ain't hard to see and not hard to do. Alright, sweet stuff. Okay, so let's have a look now. Come on already, markets. Just open up and just give us a damn. Damn. Nearly 1,000 points on gold. Nearly 1,000. Sorry, 1,000 pips, sorry. TP6 incoming, yeah? Do me a favor, alright? So all of you guys holding the gold trade, yeah? Just do yourself a favor, okay? And start taking some partials, alright? Because you may get some, what's it called? Reversals here, alright? One of our order blocks just being tapped, okay? There's a lot of liquidity sitting there. Also, you've got this fair value gap sitting up here, right? Price can literally do that off the open, okay? Cash open for the US market on gold literally is at 120 UK time, right? That's 1320, right? Which means at 1420-ish, you will get a mean reversion play or initial balance sort of playing out, all right? So make sure you're trimming some of your money off and looking for price to come back in that area and then looking for a retest, okay? 6 minutes, 6 minutes more, 6 minutes more. Any questions at all?
Not for me.
On gold, I thought
on gold,
there would
yeah,
be
go
a
on.
bit more
Say that again.
On the psychological number of 4,000.
What about that?
I thought there would be more resistance on the psychological number of 4,000. But
What, as in a support or resistance?
Mhm.
So look, price has just broken through, yeah, a 1 hour order
Yeah.
block. The only good thing is it's not closed yet, so you can't really say that this thing is done. Yeah, you see this spot here, right? But you still got a good 35 minutes, right? And there's a possibility that price is about to reverse. So if you're looking at my screen, this area here is a previous order block. Okay, that is literally being retested, right? So what price has done is this: it's giving you this massive move to the upside. Okay, double topped, dump back to the order block where it started from. Can you see that? So there is a possibility price can move like from here. Anything could play out, guys. Literally anything could play out. And also, if I'm looking for a mean reversion on what's it called, on NQ, for example, I'm looking for NQ to dump off the open. At least give me some push down, right? Or give me a confirmation for a push down, right? Well, if NQ pushes down, what would happen with gold? Gold will also push up. You see what I mean? So you would want to be patient, even though it's a psychological level, like say 4,000. You don't just enter at 4,000 just like that. You see what I mean? You would literally wait for price to give you a confirmation on that psychological number. Ideally, it's not fully giving you that confirmation just yet. Price is just broken through that previous order block right here, and it's coming to a more stronger order block, all right, of which, since it tapped into at the 3985, it's literally moved nearly 100 pips ready. All right, so my advice is just give it some time, let price open. Once the US market opens properly, or the stock market opens properly, we're going to see, obviously, if stocks are moving higher, right, gold will go further down. If we're moving lower on stocks, gold will retrace as well. And also, one thing that you need to look for, rather than trying to, and this is really good advice that saved me, all right, rather than trying to front leg a move, like say for example price is dumping and you're trying to catch a fall in NAF, right? Rather than doing that, it's best off for you to mark where's the fair value gaps from when it started dumping. It's very, very simple, isn't it? It's right here. There's one there, right? If you want to continue in this selling, allow price to come back up. Once price comes back up, look for the confirmation to jump through. You see what I mean? Rather than just hiding on a 4,000, for example, and just expecting price to literally just bounce off. Because if you just bought from the 4,000 blindly, sure, that's 140 pips. If I'm correct, 140 pips. You've just literally washed away just like that, right? It's not worth it. So yeah, we'll allow price to come through. Okay. Now back onto NQ. Let's just have a good look and just double check. So on NQ, right, we've already discussed this. Okay, I've marked out the line. If I was to do an inverted shift I, oh no, wrong thing, shift I, yeah, what am I doing? Sorry, alt I. What is this guy about today? All right, so getting a break over that level, okay, which we will get that in the next 2 minutes possibly, right? If we close above this level, obviously I've turned the screen upside down, but a break above it, all right, would literally give me a very good, nice confirmation that price is basically changing character or changing the state of delivery. All right, so ideally this is what I'm looking for, like I mentioned. All right, I know I see some people just joining on the stream now. It's very, very simple. All right, price break below this, okay, retest, all right, and then I'm gonna run it, take a little bit of partials on the 812, all right, which would be where VWAP is sitting, all right, straight down to London's lows, okay, right there on the 771, target Asia lows, all right, to come and sweep Asia lows and possibly sweep all the way through. All right, if this plays out the way we'd like it, it would be really nice for a mean reversion setup. Okay, now I've not even talked about the POCs or the point of controls and so on and so forth just yet. All right, but Friday, yeah, on Friday, what we saw, okay, after CPI was price pushing up, and after price is pushed up, let's take view up off and have a cleaner screen. After price pushed up nicely, right, what we have seen is very, very simple. Okay, we've pushed up, and then Trump's talk in China, all about this, you know, tariffs being taken off the table, and America and China coming together and signing this possibility of a deal that's in the trenches right now. Ideally, has pushed prices up with a massive gap. Gaps like to be filled. Markets don't like imbalances, but we're not going crazy and just saying, oh yeah, blah blah blah, we're just jumping in. Make note, okay, if you don't have a premium account, all right, on what's it called, Trading View. Well, we've got one. We'll let you know the levels. Write this down because you should be paying for this information, really. If not, you're getting here for free. So write the levels down, right? But I'm using a 4 hour, okay? I use like the very, very high levels, right? And markets are open in the next 3 seconds. Let's have a look, okay? But the levels you want to write down is 25,540, yeah, 25,540. That level right there, guys, okay, that is the point of control from Friday, right? So ideally I want to see price come through to the 540 at some point, all right, to capitalize on a reversal move at some point. But right about now, markets are open, okay, muted action, not crazy, nothing wild, okay? And for those who have just joined on the stream, we have not jumped in this trade yet, okay? I repeat, we're not in this shorts just yet, all right? This is the potential shorts that we're looking at, and I am looking to get a confirmation, which would be either a change in the state of delivery or a change of character. After that, all right, literally we would be looking for a setup to jump into the downside, okay? If price keeps going higher and higher and higher, then we might look at how to obviously capitalize on that too, all right? All right, sweet stuff. Okay, so let's just zoom in a little bit, okay? Let's just zoom in a little bit at this point, all right? Let's go on a 5 minutes to see where our 5 minute change of character would be at this point. Okay, I would like to see this on the 830. All right, so 25,000 on 830. If I get a body candle closure below that, okay, I will start looking for some shorts there. All right, I'll allow price to literally start looking for some shorts there. Ideally, break below this, retest, okay, and then put the stop loss here. All right, just about 10 points above it, okay. But I'm not in a trade yet, guys, all right? I'm not in a trade just yet, so, yeah, don't stress, all right? Let the markets come to you. If you got any questions, all right, you can post it in the chat, yeah? Or you can just ask away as well. Okay, markets are open, and we are looking to have some money printed into our accounts. Why not? I hope everyone's clear, yeah? But like I said, if you're not, or if you don't have, you know, the indicator, guys, you're missing out, okay? You're missing out. Look at this for a joke. Damn! 5 a.m. It's like sell. Okay, great. 4,122 gave you all of that to 4,044. Do the maths. All right? Gave it a reset, allowed price to play out again. Boom, all the way down, right? All the way through, okay? And even if you're trading just off today, you would have seen it right there, all right? Just came straight through. All right, let's go back. Markets have opened and we are pushing higher, all right? Would you take buys from here, guys? Quick question. Would you take buys from here? Yes or no?
No.
Why
No.
not?
Too high.
Too high, isn't it?
Too expensive.
Yeah, you will be a weirdo to literally be jumping in buys at this point, all right? Like, let Marcus do whatever he wants to do. It's not your business. It's really not your business. Yeah, like if Marcus wants to go high to the sky, I don't mind. Look, we'll sit on our hands, okay? We'll sit on our hands. We'll just keep updating where our change of character will then be, all right? On the 15 minutes, it sits here on the 821, but on the 5 minutes, it will sit right there where we've marked at, which is the 830. You still holding your gold trades, yeah?
Yes.
Very nice. Okay. Let's see how. Let's have a quick look at what NES is also doing. Same story here, guys. Same story here on ES as well. Okay, price is just moving a little bit higher. Wicks. See, it's quite interesting to see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Price is literally struggling to break these highs. Okay, so you're in a bit of a range there all the way through. Either we aggressively break it up or we aggressively break it down. Retest this order block. Either we move back up, which will be the bottom of Asia lows, or we dump back, okay, to go and take out where we got from. All right, very simple. Okay, we'll let that also hold. Ooh, look at that. Price be like alright, guys in the chat, yeah, those of you who are on YouTube, alright, just drop a little message in there. If you've got any questions, just let me know. We'll keep this nice and light. So price is still moving now. See, somebody will be getting itchy fingers right now and just be thinking, you know what, I should be buying because price is moving up. Let me give you all some education real quick here. Golden nuggets. Every single time markets open, right? Take this advice. Every single day that markets open, you'll be so surprised at this, okay? Every single time we open the markets, right? What you would see is manipulation. Obviously, sorry, accumulation, manipulation, and obviously you get a distribution, right? Those of you who know the AMD strategies or like power of 3, if you know, you know. If you don't, right, just learn it here right now. Right, prices what consolidated before they open, and then once the open comes, you've got your manipulation. All right, usually this is not, all right, 85% of the time this is not the move. Does that make sense, guys? This is not the move. All right, this is to catch itchy fingers and those who do not know what's going on in the market. Right, and sometimes they can last for the first 30 minutes of the open. Yeah, you just sit on your hands, just allow this to play out, see where everybody's heading, see where the setups is actually presenting itself. And crazy enough, after that, you will literally get your change of character or change in the state of delivery, and then voila, you just get in and take the big profits. I hope everybody understands that. Okay, let's see. Oh, flip. Okay, Ronnie, I see your message. Right, let me have a look. Markets are moving nicely, though. Markets are moving nicely. Let's just see. Why am I not getting any updates on my news? Somebody tell Reuters to write me some information. All right, okay, so let me just bring out the YM trade. Okay, a lot of people didn't catch this from the early onset, all right, but this is a trade that I am sitting in. Okay, I'm sitting in this, all right, sitting in this since yesterday. Entry on YM, okay, very simple, 47672 levels, all right, and I am looking to hold this. Okay, I'm looking to hold this, all right. We might be the news that would literally bring this in. Okay, why? Because once I get the news, my good lord, all right, I'm waiting for CPI and all of that to just tap me in. Right, tell a friend to tell a friend, share this out. All right, okay, free trade right there. Once this pops in, we would literally get that smooth ride. Okay, all the way through like that and like that. All right, and through. Okay, that's the target. All right, that's the target. This could literally take a week to play out, right? But we're not rushing anywhere. We're just chilled. Call it trades and vibes. Okay, so price is still moving higher, right? And I know someone is sitting there with itchy fingers thinking, why don't I buy right now? Listen, if you want your middle name to be liquidity, be my friend. I mean, be my guest, right? Be I guess. Right. Okay, again, so looking at the calendar, right, this afternoon, right, the most important things have come and passed, right? We've only got the 3-month bill auctions, 6-month bill auctions, as well as the 2-year note auctions and a 5-year coming out in 51 minutes, and then 1700 UK time. Okay, they're not really that important news, to be quite honest, unless you're obviously invested in bonds and all of that malarkey, right? Yeah, but apart from that, guys, right, this is what we do on a daily basis, just chilling. Okay, for those who don't have the indicator, oh gosh, you've already done your 1% today, right? T, what's your target for today though, T, if you don't mind me asking?
%1 on 1% plus on. Well, I'll get more than 1% now on top stay.
1% on top step, yeah.
Well, I've already done that this
you've
morning.
already done that. Oh.
Yeah. So
On gold,
what I
was
want to
it?
do now is obviously. No, I did it on NQ.
On NQ. Oh, sweet stuff. Yeah. So you did that on NQ. Beautiful stuff.
And
Yeah,
then I'm just doing my little challenge on IC markets.
And okay. You want to tell everybody what your challenge is?
I started off with £100 and I aim to get £1,000.
£100
well, this week.
£1,000
to
in
1,000.
1 week.
Yeah.
All right. If you're
Starting
asking
off
what's
with
the
a
parameters,
0.01.
0.01 is her trade. Okay. Or it's her entry levels that she's going in regards to contract size and so on and so forth. All right. And all that she's doing is basically risking smartly as a risk manager first, and a trader second. All right, this is the indicator for those who don't know. All right, it's our own in-house indicator. Okay, very simple. As price literally triggers on 15 minutes, very accurate. Look at Friday. Since Friday told you sell, right? Since Friday, okay, literally you would have been in this move at 4,114, and price is literally down all the way to TP6. Now, when I say TP6, forget Friday's levels or even Friday's setups, right? It's giving you a trade since here this morning, 7 o'clock, since Frankfurt open on the London session. Okay, 4,077 all the way straight dumpies. My goodness, doesn't get better than this. Doesn't get better than this. Okay, it really doesn't get better than this. Now, should we throw that onto the NQ setup? Let me show you real quick here. Oh, where am I? The hedge fund. Here was the trade. So, you know, since the market's open, right? It gave you a buy since the market's open last night. Oh, sorry, should I say this morning? Sunday night, 2300. I'm talking London times anyway, guys. Yeah, for those of you all abroad, right? And since then, right, it says buy at 25,708. Okay, a good 184 points since it gave the entry right there. The entry right there on a 15-minute, right? Approaching TP1, which is 934. Okay, ideally, if you were using it in a lower time frame, for example, right, this would have been your moves. Okay, from there, had a little bit of consolidation, repeated this morning right there. Also, look at that, 850 gave it the confirmation to enter again. It's ridiculous. Right, I like to use it on 15 minutes anyway because I'm just super chilled, and it's super clean for that. All right, you can just literally be sitting in that trade and just riding it out. I mean, if you're trying to do the maths on ticks, 100 on 84 points, right? Times 4. Let's just see. My maths has just gone all over the place. 84 points, and times 4, right? You've done 736 ticks. 736 ticks. Not a joke. Not a joke, yo. Not a joke. All right, let's have a quick look at ES. Okay, ES is still dancing in this range. All right, still stuck in this range. Okay, so we'll just literally stay patient. Either we'll break out decisively on the ES, when Q starts to do a dump for us. All right. Let's have a look at where midnight actually really opened. Look at where your midnight is. All right. This is premium. I repeat, this is premium price. Buying from here is very, very, very risky. All right. You either are just literally scalping maybe on a 15-second, you know, going in, going out, going in, going out, and just doing quick inner and outer moves, right? If you're not doing that, listen to me. You are risking and YOLOing your account, okay? That's what I call degen moves, right? Don't be a degen. Don't be a degen, right? It's only Monday. Let price build up for us. But again, let me just run it back out again, right? All I'm looking for, right? All I'm looking for is price to give me a sell confirmation. Let price keep rising and rising and rising, right? Okay, the real true open since New York opened is at 764, right? 25,764. Okay, we've not come back to retest those levels just yet even, all right? So as price literally gives me a confirmation at this point, I'll be looking at where VWAP is. Okay, that's where I'll take my first partials, right? So just write these down, guys. Okay, we're not in the cells just yet. I repeat, we're not in the cells just yet. I've just marked out levels, right, which will literally make sense once we get into the cells. Okay, here we go. Okay, first volume of bearishness just incoming, right? Once we get price literally just come to the point where we get that change of character or the change in the state of delivery, right, I'll be looking for that move. Let's just have a look real quick. Okay, so at this point in time, just looking at this, okay, breaking below this level here now, all right, this level right here, which is the 25,856. Let's get rid of the last one, 856. That will be my change of character that I'll be looking for, all right, to actually get a move from there. As long as I get a body candle closure retest, yeah, we're good. All right, so something like this at this point, and we'll hide our stop loss just up there. All right, very, very simple. Do you know what? I'll tell you something, right? This is the hardest thing for traders to do, to actually sit on their hands when price is not giving them their trade yet. Instead, they start forcing a trade, you know. This is the hardest thing for traders. Traders will just do anything and everything to just literally conjure a bloody trade on the charts, like as if their name is bloody Abdul the Magician.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if you guys remember. It's a very old movie showing my bloody age now, but what's it called? Is it what was it? Sinbad? Something like that. It was a sailor. Anyway,
yeah,
and there was a thief in there. Sinbad and a thief. There was a thief in there. This guy could rob anything. It's like Aladdin, you know? Yeah. That. And that magician who comes out and robs the bloody, what's it called now? The magic pot or the genie pot, whatever they call those things.
The
right?
genie, the Aladdin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, people literally be trying to conjure up trades like that, you know, instead of just being patient. Just be patient. If price has not come to you, just relax. Nobody goes fishing and freaking jumps in the water and start chasing a fish. You know, that's just weird. You sit there and you throw your reel into the water. You just let it come over to you. Price is just giving us some nice liquidities here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'd like to see that move. Okay, let's go to the 5 minutes and see. Okay, yeah, that would also be our 5-minute change of character right there. All right, let's just put a alert on that spot right there. Okay. Boom, voila, and hit back to the 15. One thing about trading in a you know, a bit of a higher time frame sort of setup, right? It just literally makes you not be jumpy. It forces you to just not be jumpy, you know? It just literally forces you to be disciplined. Like, literally be disciplined. You understand? Just be disciplined. Let's see what gold is doing. Gold is also trying to reverse. Let's have a look. Wow. Remember what I said earlier? Take some of that trade off. Right? It's already done nearly 200 pips. Just from that order block we mentioned on the 1 hour. Yeah? See that? Off that order block that we discussed earlier, price has just moved up already. Okay? Let's see. A break above the 4,000 levels and a retest, alright, could literally start turning or flipping itself around, guys. Okay, the time is 10 to 3 o'clock in the UK. London time, alright? 10 to 1500 hours, and we are about to see our first 15-minute change of character, considering this 9-minute candle closest below the levels we've marked out. Okay, and the level is the 25,856. Right, a body candle closure below that, guys. You know we'll be looking for a retest and getting a trade setup from there for a nice mean reversion setup. All right. Now, for those who are just literally watching this, okay, just so you understand, we're risk managers first, right, and we're traders second. Meaning, the play will be very simple. Right, as soon as we get into the trade, 30 points. Make sure you take some partials off. Okay, take some money off. Risk or put the SL to BE at that point. All right, and we'll let the trade ride out. Very simple. Very simple. Oh, there you go. Look at that. ES is literally doing that. Exactly what we wanted. Okay, so here would be, let's just put there. All right, so a break on ES just below these levels marked here, okay, which basically is the 6,883, will literally confirm ES is also changing character. Alright, now it's giving you a change in the state of delivery for my US candidates. Ooh, look at that. Damn. I need to start doing a live session, yeah, a live session where I literally bring a video here, you know, video of 2 traders right here, back to back, guy and I.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. She says, yeah, you do. IT, you gotta help out, man. What's wrong with you? Before you be
And
like,
then
no,
make sure
no,
you're on the. You can be in the left-hand corner.
Yeah, nah, definitely. Get your camera ready then. I'll say up this week if you're ready. We'll put you up as trader girl. Yeah.
Yeah, if I've got Glam Squad as well, that's fine.
If you got what?
The Glam Squad.
Yeah, why not? Definitely. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Free money out here. Why not? Like, you know what I mean? Put money in your pockets whilst you're literally earning and being on YouTube. You know, just literally blowing off. Nice, why not? Okay, 6 more minutes, right? You see, now if I was to go into the 5 minutes, realistically, I can see this play coming out, right? I can see this play. Now you say, okay, but what about this little fair value gap? I really wouldn't give 2 monkeys about this fair value gap, realistically. Okay, why? Because in the next 3 minutes, all right, I have a very simple strategy. One of my simple strategies, all right? Break below that 21 EMA, okay? Retest it, which will happen in the next 6 minutes. All right, it's going to, 6 seconds. All right, you're gonna get a close below the 21 EMA right there. There you go. Okay, but I am just keeping it very nice and kosher for that change of character. All right, I want to see that on the 5 minutes. Okay, 40 seconds. 40 seconds. All right, 40 seconds. Right, let's update this quickly. Okay, 868. I repeat, the 868. All right, let's update that real quick. 868 body candle closure on the 5 minutes. All right, on the 868. All right, will be my 5 minute change of character right here. Okay, 5 seconds, 5 seconds only. Ooh, did we get our body candle closure though? Let's have a look. Did we get a body candle closure? Yes or no? We did. Can you see that? We did. Okay. So my entry is going to be, all right, literally I'm going to set a limit order. All right. I'm not literally going to rush. Okay. Not even going to rush it, guys. All right. Very, very simple. So the shorts are going to be from here now, guys. All right. Be ready. Okay. Right there. 867.75. Okay. 867.75. All right. And my stop loss. Okay. Just looking at these levels here. 892. Just at 10. All right. Which would be like 25,912, I believe it is. All right. Just about 10 points on top of the wick. Am I right? Hold on. 892. Yeah, just about 912. That's it. All right. Limit order set. Limit order set. You can jump in from where you are right now if you want to. Okay. Or you can literally allow price to tap you in. Okay. Limit order set. I repeat, limit order set. Now, let's just literally look at something real quick. So, first TP view up. All right. And I say first TP view up, but obviously after 30 points. Okay, so jumping in here, 870. Sorry, is that right? Let's just make sure. 868. Right. So first TP really should be 30 points. Okay, 30 points would be 838. Okay, 838. How about here? Right. This is where you go risk free. Okay. You go risk free at that point. Okay. Price will literally come and tap view up anyway. All right, off that set. Very nice. Free money, free money. Let's go back to the 15. Alright guys, let me know what your favorite pair is though, like when it comes to the futures, yeah? T, what's your favorite pair though, like apart from what's it called? I know you like gold. You trade gold quite often. Apart from gold, what's your favorite pair? T, you there? Okay, maybe T's dropped off. Nice. All right, trade is running. All right, 868 was our entry. 868 was our entry. Let's go into a 2 minute. Very nice. Okay, this is where we literally would go risk free. All right, here. Risk free on 30 points. Free money, yo, free money. Like I said. Okay. Yeah, I said it. Let's just bring this over here so we know where to take that partials. 839. All right, 839. That level right there. We'll be taking some money out. Ooh-wee. Round through. You see how we've been so patient all the way through, patiently waiting. All right, patiently waiting. Listen, you're better off taking partials with 30 points in your pocket free of charge, okay, than literally just sitting there waiting for your trade to hit full TP and not paying yourself. That's so stupid. Been there, done that, not again. Right. pay ourselves, okay, at a certain point. After paying ourselves, right, we'll just allow price to come a lot lower. Okay, this will be a swing trade as long as price action will literally play out all the way. All right, as you can see, it's marked all the way to Friday's point of control. Okay, Friday's previous point of control. Okay, sweet stuff. Obviously, we've just tapped into that fair value gap, so it's on the right. Price pushes up slightly, not phased. ES is broke a level. ES is also giving you a 15-minute change of character. All right. That said, let's just see and let's hope that it drags down NQ. How many points was that? 868. 851. We called it 17 points. 17 points. Okay, you're best off, guys, when you get tapped out. If you get tapped out, as in stop loss in break even, you can just re-enter. All right, re-enter. Okay. So something like this, obviously, nice little fair value gap here on a 5-minute, as you can see. Okay, nice little 5-minute fair value gap. And what we want to see is obviously prices pop down into it. Boom, retest. Okay, boom, try and break through it. Oh, we lost it. Break through it. Okay, come take out or retest viewer. Okay, something like that. Come over to London's lows. All right, London session lows. Right, that is my main first target of this session. And that would be a very nice hefty 100 points or 400 ticks at that point. Okay, that's the plan, that's the play. Let's see. All right, let's get rid of all these arrows making a screen look a little bit messy, right? Okay. Woo! Hey, listen, if you're in the YM trade, guys, you're smiling. All right, you should be smiling. If you're in the YM trade with us, you're smiling. Okay, people don't understand what's going on, but we jumped in up this 672 for 47,672. All right, price literally is already giving us 100 points retested. All right, and it's still flying. We'll just let it do its job for us. Okay, let it do the work. Let it do the work. Yes. Retesting levels. Thank you. Retesting levels.
On the track.
Okay. Sitting in this trade, sitting in this trade, guys, sitting in this trade. Listen, let me know in the chats, what are you trading today? Are you trading NQ? Let me know. If you're not trading NQ, what are you trading?
Oranges.
Oh, damn, she's alive. Damn, T. 5 hours later.
Oh no, I had to leave for a second.
That's all right, that's all right, that's all right. Okay, so price is tested into that fair value gap and we're pushing up. Okay, we're pushing up. All right. Pushed up a little bit to go and retest that 5-minute order block there. All right, or should I say the 15-minute order block, which has just been created. Okay, price has just retested that and it's being rejected. That is some solid rejection right there still, but obviously the candle's not closed yet, so let's keep an eye on things. All right. Okay, let's just go into a lower time frame. Okay, let's bring out that little bad boy. Let's see what he's doing. Gave it a pop over there. Let's see what he's doing here. Gave it another pop over there. Wow. Hey.
On the track.
Just being patient here, guys. Just being patient. Let's check what the ES has done again. Okay, so ES is still retesting that level there. Right. Still stuck in that consolidated phase. Okay. Let me just bring this up just for a quick conversation real quick, guys. Okay, so this is quite an interesting feature. All right, so looking at the volume profile from today so far, all right, okay, as we can see, here's the lower volume nodes, the point of control, and the higher volume area, okay, right, or should I say lower volume area, point of control being the red, and then the higher volume area. Price literally has moved off the point of control that very nicely so far. All right, but usually, all right, this is a little strategy. You might know this, you might not. Okay, most of the time, once you come and you break out of a point of control, right, you come back to retest it, right, to carry on. Obviously, price has already moved significantly already today. Obviously retest that level. Vamonos. Take out VWAP. Take out these levels here. Right, but we'll see how this plays out. Damn, gold is really falling out of bed again, huh? Oh, geez. You holding your shorts, T?
Yes, I sure am.
See, at this point, you should definitely have done 30%, okay? Since 8 o'clock, you should have done 30%. That's crazy, that's crazy, that's crazy. Let me ask you a question, T. So you see when you're getting into your accounts, do you have like daily targets where you go on tilt, or you like literally fly in the account after, or do you just leave it?
I have daily.
Just run till whatever happens.
No, I have daily targets because if I don't, then I'll just go silly.
Literally, if not, you just literally be sitting there.
Yeah.
You be out here sitting here for no reason. Okay, we know price is moving slow because obviously it wants to go higher yet, so sellers have not allowed it to go past since 2 o'clock, right? It's not been able to actually break out properly yet. Slow markets, slow markets. Do you know what? This is why, as much as I love the US session, I would hate to be living in the US, sorry. I would hate to be living in the US as a trader. Because knowing how busy I am personally, I would literally be out here being busy all the way through during like US hours and be sleeping when it's morning sessions, London sessions in the morning, because they're like what, 5 hours difference. Like, you know, the US is like 5 hours different to the UK, and it just makes sense obviously if you live there, but if you're not living there, you know, those juicy London morning trades that you can literally squeeze in and top up your account even before the US session opens, you miss all of that, you know. And it's just not the sweetest way, really, is it? It's not the sweetest way. I want to make sure we get paid every session, every day, whatever it is. Like, I'm sorry, 7 o'clock, I thank you, pay me. That's the mindset right there. Price is taking its sweet time, yo. Have a look at gold quickly.
Sit on your hands.
I know, definitely. Hey, I'm not in a rush. You know, obviously in the Discord team, we've banked already. We've banked stupendous amounts already. And also our YM trade since Sunday still being held, right? There's no need to do anything new. This is just for those who are tuning in on NQ, because we can, you know. Just because. Wow, wow, wow. Price action is really being adamant, huh? Alright, so let me just bring this up since we're just waiting here, right? Just very, very simple, guys. Yeah, this is the place. Just to give you a quick heads up in regards to this, okay? And for those who don't know, the hedge fund team prop room basically is our own in-house indicator that just literally prints money every single day on its own for you. Yeah, you set it up on your trading view, tells you where to literally get into your trade, take profit 1s and 2s all the way up to take profit 10. Yeah, you heard it right, take profit 10. Okay, and yeah, we just updated it. So you began an update like being pushed through on our trading view this week. Yeah, you know, usually back in the day before, we used to go up to TP5. Don't know if you can hear me, T.
Yeah.
But literally
Yeah,
now it's been updated, so it goes all the way to TP10. Because
Right, okay.
when we were doing the swing trades, we realized what would happen is like after TP5, it would stop counting and wait for the next reversal of that trade per se. You know, but we realized, hey, look,
So,
we can actually tweak it and just make it even better. So now you can literally have trades that will run and run and run. TP10, sorry.
I'll get that update via trading view.
Yeah, once we push it through, you get it automatically. So you just literally open your thing here, and then once you tap it,
Okay.
it will just literally tell you update available.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Sitting on our hands, team. Sitting on our hands. I am not willing to buy this market here. Okay, I'm still here, guys. I'm still here, just a little bit bored right now because the charts are moving slow. Slow moving charts. Slow moving charts. All right. We just want to see price come and take out some of the levels that's left. Ooh, look at this for liquidity. Juicy. 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 Ooh, mamma mia, juicy. As you can see, these are where our take profit levels are set as well. Yeah. So that we literally take out these liquidities. Right, with the rest of the market, yo. Okay, let's have a look at ES again. Yeah, still ranging, range bound. And YM, okay. For those who don't know, again, I repeat, we're already in a YM setup. All right, very, very simple. This was our trade since 7 o'clock, 2300 levels, 2300 hours UK time. Okay, jumped in for 47673. All right, price is now literally done 102 points. 102 points. Yeah, I know it looks like it's nothing, right? But then if you're paying yourself in good money, 102 points is a hell of a lot of money, yo. That's 400 ticks. Yeah. T, I hope you grabbed this trade as well from last night. Yeah, 400 ticks is currently the profits. We're still laying it right. All right, this trade is going to be a very, very long trade to be held. Okay, for those joining in on YouTube as well, just keep track. All right, we're literally holding this to the 46,087 levels. All right, okay. I want over 1,674 points out of this. All right, I said it. Put your mouth where your money is. I said it. Okay, watch my play. Okay. Let's just see what's going on here. So NQ retested, all right, and still moving, doing a lot. But you see one thing that's quite suspicious on the 1 hour. Let me show you something. Do you see any fair value gaps as price has been moving up? Any fair value gaps on a 1 hour? All the way from here, current candle, all the way down here. Okay. Do you see any fair value gaps? There was one here, but it's already been tested. Do you see any?
Okay. No.
Okay. There was another one here. It's already been tested.
Oh, there was one there. Yeah.
So the only fair value gap you can see is below midnight open.
Yeah.
So once price literally gives us the right confirmation for this entry properly, right? You can see price literally aggressively move all the way through to that 748, which would also happen to be just a little bit close to Asian's levels or Asian's lows if we check again. All right, so look, it's right here, right? That's in the midst of the Asian session, this fair value gap. But then price can literally move all the way down to retest the order block, all right, and the liquidity below Asia, right, which would be the 707. Now do the math from where we currently are at, 24,885, right, all the way to 704. It's over 184 points. Multiply that by 4, and that's your number in ticks. All right, so just paying attention to the way price is moving. Just literally being fully relaxed. Okay. I just realized what music is playing. That's rubbish. Okay. Let's go back to gold one more time for the last time. Damn. Again, this is why I tell you guys. Remember, during a stream I mentioned it, and if you're watching a stream later, you'd see it. Okay.
Hey, yo, Travi, what's up?
We're literally on TP5. All right. Now we're literally an extra. Right. TP5 was sitting here at 3996. Okay. Now TP6. All all right, it's 120 pips extra, and we're nearly on TP7, yo. Okay, very nice trade, all right, since 6:45 this morning. Trade is still running for us very beautifully. Gently took under 15 minutes, all right, on our in-house indicator, all right. Very nice and easy. How far do you think NQ can go today to the top? Okay, right, so since this whole move that Trump has got going on, right, as per regards to China or his trade deal with China, markets are looking as if, you know, we're very hopeful, but you know the talk on Wall Street. TG, you want to tell them what the talk on Wall Street is? Buy the hype, or is it sell the hype?
Buy the rumor.
Buy the rumor,
no,
sell the
rumor,
sell the truth.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so here is what we're seeing. If you really have a bigger picture view of an understanding of what markets do, all right, it's very simple. Like, Trump literally goes and gets this deal, gets sorted out. Okay, they were supposed to meet in Malaysia. All right, very nice and interestingly done. Okay, it's like, oh yeah, we are on course. We actually are getting shut it down. Yeah, it's all looking pretty well, lads. Okay, price flies. But we've not really got the real details of the real news. So all of this is just hype. It's nice it's gone up, don't get me wrong, but all of this is just hype, okay? Markets will have to balance out. Right, and when markets do balance up, yeah, you don't want to be in the wrong place, do you know? Okay, let's look at that. BBG Magnificent 7 Trust is up 27%. Very nice. Alright, market's kind of boring today. Alright, markets is kind of boring. Be on a stream for another 20 minutes. If it doesn't give us an entry, we'll just allow it to breathe, okay? Because you can't be sitting there all damn day, yeah, behind the charts. Ideally, what you want to do is see price come to give you a trade, okay? That last move was just nearly 20 points, and that was it. Really, it wasn't a lot, was it? It's just the open market's just literally been moving very slow. Let's look at the ES. Let's have a look. So it's still stuck in the consolidated phase. Yeah. You see, if you're a good trader, this is where good traders will just tell you, I'm not having a trade here. I'm not trading. I'm just literally going to chill. But if you see this move here, you're either going to have a piranha strategy where you sell at the top when price reaches there and then buy when it hits the bottom. You're either doing that, or number two, you just stay out of the markets completely. Yeah, just staying out of the markets completely. Right now we've had a little tiny bit of points. Okay, we jumped in from the 869 and price came all the way down to 850. What's 19 points, and then obviously stopped in break even. All right, and price is just moving around, just dossing up and down. Okay, we'll give you another 10 minutes roughly. All right, if price doesn't come to reclaim all of these liquidities, it's just left behind and so on and so forth, then it would be best to just come back later on, which would be the 1700 levels. I mean 1700 time, 1700 hours. I'm talking weird now, aren't I? 1700 hours, guys, is what I'm talking about. 5 o'clock UK time. All right, 5 p.m., 5:30, 6 p.m. Right, that'll be that US PM session. Okay, if you're playing the kill zones. Okay, let's just go into the 15 seconds because I want to see some more action. This is actually boring right now. What is this beat going on here? I just realized the music is just literally replicating the move of the markets. Oh my.
What does that? What? So that means you got some slow jam on or something?
Yeah,
'Cause
literally the
it's a
market's
slow
moving
market.
slow. Oh man, I need to stop. Behave myself out here. Hey. Okay. More consolidation here. More consolidation. Let me just mark out these levels one more time. Where are you now? Kill zone, London lows, boom. Just update that ASAP on a 15 minutes. London lows. Okay, New York AM lows as well can also be taken. That's another liquidity swipe at this point. Okay. And then AJ lows over there. Beautiful stuff. All we need is a change in that state of delivery. Like, you see what, right? This is someone who is just very stubborn, yeah? I know price is moving up, but I'm not buying. And I'll let it move and move and move, right? I will literally not buy. For a market which average true range can be between 100 and 150 points on a day, that has moved off the technical news of the hype of, what's his name now? Trump and China's, trade deal. And it's already moved literally over 197 points. I have no business buying up here. No, sir. You miss me with that one. We'll just let price keep rising, okay? Now let's look for a 15-minute change of character level, okay? Currently, we'll be sitting somewhere around here. Let me just bring it up. Undo that. Do that again. There, alright. Just the 855 level, okay? That's where price is going to be, alright? Crossing over from that level. So, okay, and we'll put our stop loss just about 10 points above. Alright. If price keeps climbing and you want to literally get weird and you want to literally just go into it, then you can. Alright. Personally, I'm not. Okay. Buying tops. Where are you gonna put your stop loss? Here? 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 Or here? And if I was selling from these levels, you just got better iron ore. Yeah. Makes no sense. Okay, let's drop into a 5-minute also and see what the move is playing out here. Right, so for 5-minute change of character, you'll be looking at the 874 again. Alright, 874. Let's bring this over there. Alright, so you can choose whichever one. I personally prefer the 15-minute, especially weeks like these. Right, so we've literally had a close of the last 15-minute candle, which means we've got a new change of character level, which is the 873 on the 15 minutes now. Alright, so that would be where we want to see a body candle closure, okay, retest, and short from there, guys. Alright. right, looks like the main play for the day has really been done, right, and price is just gonna keep edging up and up without giving people a good entry or a good retest. I'm not bothering getting into this. I'm gonna bring the stream to an end today. All right, it's 5:30. Okay, but just mark these levels. It's quite important that you do. Right, so right now price has literally left a an area here, the last previous low, right, sitting at the 874.75. okay, a 15-minute candle closure or body candle closure below this level here, right, would be me looking for a retest and drop. All right, a retest and drop. Now, yeah, I know we're in all-time high territory, so I know all of that, but NQ also has its mindset in regards to how price moves and coming back to take some of these levels. So yeah, we'll just let price play out and do what it needs to. All right, team, we'll just let price do what it needs to. That said, we'll bring the stream to an end for today. Okay, didn't read again, but we had one entry on it made just short of 20 points, and we've been sitting chill on it. Okay, but that said, we'll bring the stream